think I've got all the things. Good morning. As you're ready, go ahead and make your way to your mat. My casting has been a bit sporadic lately as I'm kind of mid-move. So I will be figuring out the new schedule here shortly, or what that kind of looks like in a few weeks once I get settled into my new space. But I've been asking myself this question posed by a beautiful mentor, and that is this good for me now? And is this good for me later? And so, with answering yes to those questions in regards to offering this yoga, I'm going to keep showing up for you here as much as I can on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning schedule. So if you're seeing this, if you're tapping in, maybe you ask yourself the same question: is this good for me now? And is this good for me later? And if you get a yes, then go ahead and hop on in. Find that comfortable seat, the crossed legs, close your eyes, take a deep breath, breathe in this beautiful Wednesday morning, or just beautiful breath of life if you're joining me later. And just relax through your shoulders, grow through your spine as if you could create a little bit of space between each vertebra. And start from the tailbone. Begin growing up from there. See if you can track with your awareness, one vertebra at a time, coming up the spine and creating a little space. Like you're taking the pressure out of the spine. You're using your abdominals and other back muscles to support yourself. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when you're activated just to sit here. Breathe into that sensation, breathe into that work. And as you do this, as you activate the muscles around your spine to create this space, you might begin to feel certain areas with more tension. It may register as a little bit of pain or fatigue. And this can kind of point to you where there may be some knots or imbalances. We can kind of focus on as we move through class, allowing the eyes to open. Inhale your arms up. Staying nice and tall. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left arm reaches over. Breathe into that side body as you press into that bottom right hand. Create space on both sides as you stretch through that left side. Sending energy all the way through the fingertips. You're working towards straightening that arm. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the other side. Begin to feel your spine already beginning to open up, beginning to release. Maybe you slept funny, maybe you didn't. It often takes a little bit of opening up in the morning to regain our full range of motion. Keep reaching through the fingers. Inhale up to center. And with each class, as we push ourselves past our edges, past our limits, we find our growth. Left hand comes across to the right knee, right arm behind. Support it, grow tall in the spine. Exhale, deepening into your twist. Twisting is a beautiful detoxification pose. Bringing out our internal organs. And as you exhale, imagine all those toxins leaving the body. Our breath actually very much is a process of elimination of toxins coming out as carbon dioxide. Inhale through center, exhale over to the other side, nice and tall. And just taking note of the different sensations from each side or from one side to the other. And back to center. Beautiful work. Keeping the legs at this cross, we're going to take a fold here. And beginning to walk the heart forward. The spine stays nice and long as you fold. We're going to take a few breaths here with a nice straight spine. Coming up onto your fingertips, tent the palms, press into the fingertips to ground your sit bones behind you back onto the mat. Keep dropping that chest towards the floor. And then for a breath or two, release in the head and neck. Completely relax, completely fold forward. And inhale, beginning to press back up all the way to seated. Switch the cross of the legs, and we're going to come forward again. Starting with that nice straight spine, walking forward, leading with the heart. Up on fingertips, see if you notice a difference in the stretch in the hip now, with the switch in the cross of the legs. Can you find your tighter one? Was it the first side? Is it the second side? And release head and neck, bow towards the floor. And beginning to inhale back up to seated. Beginning to make your way onto your hands and knees. I absolutely love the practice of yoga for so many reasons, but it's one way to open up all of the channels in the body, to keep the energy flowing, to tap into that very natural giving and receiving constant flow of the energy of the universe. This allows more abundance to flow through our lives. This allows us to give and receive in deep prosperity. Spread your fingers far apart from one another. So see if you can make like a star shape with your hands, pressing into all four corners of the palms, pressing into all 10 fingertips. Now press really hard. See, come to neutral spine, and then press and feel that spine kind of arch up as it presses up through the shoulder blades, and then just relax. You're coming back to the neutral spine. Then press heavily into the hands and release. And one more time, pressing heavily into the hands and release. So when we come later into planks and chaturangas, really pressing into the palms is where you'll want to be. That strong upper body, not dipping in the chest. Now let's take some cat-cows, continuing to warm up the spine. Inhale, crown of the head, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine into cat, tuck the tailbone. Inhale forward, and exhale back. And forward, and back. Connecting each movement to a breath. One more time forward. One more time back. And maybe make a few circles with the spine. Hips circling forward and back. Working through the shoulder blades. switch directions. Maybe you find any tight spots in your body. Pause there, take an extra breath. Back to neutral spine. Take that left foot back. Right arm comes forward. And as you're ready, finding your balance, lift that left foot up off the mat. Activating the core. Keep that left hip dropped towards the mat. It's going to be squared off with the right hip. Maybe you add some movement on an exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Doing what's good for your body now, and also what's going to be good for you in the future. Creating that sense of us within your own body. Thinking of your future self, honoring that person you are to become. And as you become that person, you will be it. Being in that space of greater strength, switching sides, right foot comes up. Oh, taking a moment to find that balance. Dropping, maybe if needed, that right hip towards the mat, squaring it off with the left. Adding the movement on an exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. One of the greatest acts of self-love you can perform is to not only do what is good for you now, but to also do what is good for you later. Just a couple more times. Still connected with that breath. Last one. And hand and knee return to the mat. Hips shift back. Child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Relax the shoulders. Allow them to drape off the spine towards the floor. Connecting with that deep breathing. In and out through the nose if that's available to you. And adding in some flow on your next inhale, coming forward onto the hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, shift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Again, fingertips are spread wide. With our first down dog for the day, maybe we walk the dog out. I'm a little tight this morning. I don't know about you. If you want to go straight into full down dog, yogi's choice. Maybe you're bending one knee and then the other. Breathing into this hamstring and calf opening. Dropping that heart towards the thighs. Now press both heels back if you haven't already. Roll those armpits in towards the ears. Push that tailbone back and up. Relax through the back of the neck. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, hop or step your feet to your hands, taking a breath or two. Forward fold. Release the head and neck. Play with the weight of your body. Shift it a little forward into the balls of the feet. Shift it a little bit back into the heels. Take a deeper micro bend in the knees till you can bring your palms to the mat. Spread your toes wide. Find that balance in weight between the ball and the heel of the feet, and then begin to press up. Maybe you come back up onto fingertips. Keep pressing through the feet, straightening the legs as much as you can. If they're not all the way straight, that is okay. We're just finding opening here. We're just going for growth, not perfection. Releasing the head and neck one more time. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And with your hands coming into your hip creases, nice strong core, coming with the flat back all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice work. Coming to flow, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Crown reaches forward. Exhale, place your hands, step back, high plank. Pressing firmly into those hands. Nice strong core, pressing out through the heels. We're taking some breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. And again. Nice and slow. We're going for 5. 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. And exhale. You're going to inhale. And then squeeze the elbows into the sides. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering to the floor. And go ahead and just come all the way to the floor. I'm going to scooch back onto my mat and play with some cobra. So bringing the elbows directly under your shoulders. Wrists right in front of the elbows. So everything is about shoulder distance apart. Palms are spread, pressed into the mat, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Engage your legs. The knees lift up and away from the mat. Your glutes are activated. Press into your forearms. Gently pull into the hands and forearms as if you could pull the chest through the shoulders. This is more of a micro movement or energetically than an actual motion, but you may see a little bit of movement. Chin slightly tucked, crown in alignment with the neck. Breathing here. And release. That was a lot of work if you had everything activated. So just beginning to play with the activations of the body. Now bring the palms directly under your shoulders. And from here, we're going to begin to press up a little bit higher into a cobra. So elbows are still bent a little bit. We're getting a little deeper stretch in the back. A nice back bend, tops of the toes pressed into the mat. Glutes are activated again. And then pressing the hips up and back for a nice counter pose. Release. Balasana, child's pose. Inhale forward, onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes, hips go up, down dog. Coming into a nice flow. If you give it all you've got and start to build on the cues, creating muscle memory in your body, you're really going to get an amazing stretch, an amazing cleanse, opening workout, really everything all in one. You're going to increase your lung capacity and potentially for many, a side benefit is greater peace of mind, a balancing of emotions, just all good things that come from yoga when we really focus on our alignment, focus on our breath, focus on our bodies to keep things nice and slow. Exacting aiming for personal growth. Inhale, bending the knees. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, flat back all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do one nice slow flow, and then we're going to do a couple quicker flows through a warrior series. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back. One inhale here. On your exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, straight into baby cobra. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending the knee. Step through, low lunge. Inhaling right on up, strong core, crescent pose. Finding that balance here. Feeling all four corners of the front foot, pushing out through that back heel. Open out the elbows. Draw the heart forward. So we're taking a few breaths on this one, but the next couple flows, it's just going to be kind of one breath per move. Inhale, arms back up. Swivel that back heel to the mat. Exhale, open, warrior two. Bend a little bit deeper into that front knee if you can, without that knee coming forward over the ankle. Gaze out over the front fingertips, but peek down. Can you see your first two toes in the front there? A couple more breaths here in warrior two. Again, nice strong core, nice flat back. Front palm flips up, back hand, back thigh. Inhale, up and over. Extended warrior. Get that nice stretch in the front body. Inhale, forward. Right elbow, right knee. Left arm comes up and over alongside the ear. Make a nice straight, long, the longest line you can between the outside edge of that left foot and the left fingertips. Long across the diagonal. And now bring that left arm behind. Grab the thigh if you can, taking a bind, opening more through the chest. Maybe you gaze up. Go ahead and release that back up. Inhaling back up to warrior two. Take a step forward with that back foot and angle the toes forward. That allows you to bring your hips around, bending once again into that front knee. Arms come up, warrior one. Releasing the hands, interlacing them behind the back. Shoot the knuckles towards that back heel. Begin to bow the chest on the inside of that right knee. So maybe shoulder comes on the inside of the knee if that's available to you. Bowing, bowing, bowing. Humble warrior. Knuckles come up towards the sky or as far back as is comfortable for you. Finding the edge, opening in the shoulders. Release the palms back to the tailbone. Coming back up all the way. Warrior one, arms follow. Taking one more step forward. Preparing for our warrior three. Torso comes forward, reaching, reaching, reaching through the fingertips and out through the back ball of the foot. Pointing, kind of a mix between a point and a flex, or flex if you want. And inhale, release. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, down dog. Nice work. Bend the knees, one and then the other. Shake the hips out. Release, release, release. Maybe you bounce. Couple cleansing breaths here. Setting up for the other side. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, low lunge. On an inhale, coming all the way up into crescent, I am going to switch sides. So I can keep talking towards the camera much as possible. Sounds way better than talking at the wall. Breathing here into this crescent, opening at the elbows, heart rises forward. Inhale, arms back up. Back heel swivels out, opening back up to warrior two. You need to adjust a little bit to line that front heel up with the back instep. Breathing here, nice strong arms peek forward. Can you see the first two toes? And then out over that front middle finger. Flipping that palm up and over, extended warrior. Drop a little deeper. And inhale through center. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Reach out through the right fingertips as long as you can. And then taking that bind, opening the chest a little bit more. Grabbing the thigh if you can, gaze up. Releasing the bind. Inhaling back up to warrior two. Take a step forward with that back foot, angling the toes even more towards the front of your mat, bend deeper. Into that left knee once more, warrior one. Arms come up. And taking one more step forward, your torso begins to teeter-totter over the hip joint. Right ball presses back, strong, firm legs. Both of them. The one touching the floor and the one kicking backwards. Reach out through the fingertips. And release. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping back, down dog. Go ahead and let the knees come to the mat. Big toes come together. Hips sit back. Child's pose. Reconnecting with some nice deep breathing. Inhaling forward onto the hands and knees. Tuck those back toes under. Shift those hips up and back, and we're just going to do one more flow this time. Kind of one breath per movement. And then we're going to do our wind down. So inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, strong core, crescent pose. Exhale, open up the elbows. Inhale, arms come up. Back heel swivels down. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale, step forward, creating that warrior one. And exhale, open at the elbows. Inhale, up, leaning forward. Coming into warrior three. And we're going to come back to side angle. Exhale, step back. Open, warrior two, coming into that side angle. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, place the hands. Step back, down dog, 3 breaths here. And on your next inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, bending the elbows, opening. Inhale, up, back, heel swivels out. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, Inhale, step forward. Toes come in, warrior one. Exhale, open up the elbows. Inhale, arms come up, begin to lean forward. Warrior three. And exhale here. Inhale back. Warrior one. Exhale, opening into side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, place hands. Exhale, step back, down dog. Nice work. Letting the knees come to the mat. We're gonna go ahead and spin around. Coming to seated. From the seated position, beginning to roll down one vertebra at a time, all the way to your mat. And taking a breath or two here. Go ahead and take the left ankle over the right knee. Right foot comes up. Figure four. Take a nice clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Flex that left foot, that top foot. Protect your knee joint. Foot comes up, find that grab behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Now flexing the right foot or flex them both, but definitely make sure you've got that top foot flexed, nice and strong. We're protecting our joints, keeping the stretch in the muscles, maybe a little bit into the tendons, through the fascia, but out of the areas of the joints that really just have no need to be stretched out and over flexible. We want those nice and tight, like a rubber band, holding all our little connective tissues together, so our knees and elbows and ankles and all the things can work. And then go ahead and release. One more time, switch the cross, but maybe give it a full cross this time, kind of knee to knee. With that left leg over, both knees drop to the right. Gaze out over that left shoulder. Supine spinal twist. Again, another detoxifying, cleansing position. To kind of end our sequences with center. Last time, just switch that cross, knee to knee. Both drop over to the left. Gaze out to the right. Legs drop to the floor, long in front of you, just gently releasing them so the toes will kind of point away from each other. Relax through the hips, maybe Rock them from side to side a little bit. See if you can feel even pressure between each hip, and there's little imbalances. It may not be perfect. It's okay. We're just moving towards it, moving towards our ideal, moving into growth and evolution over a lifetime, as Melanie and Lair would say. It does not all have to happen overnight. We are invested in ourselves as a soul, as a human, as a body, as a being, over the entirety of this lifetime. Open your arms away from your body, palms up. Tuck the shoulder blades together under your back. That allows the heart and chest to open a little bit more. Rock the head from side to side. Find that perfect center point. With a deep breath in, exhale through the mouth. And again, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Now just release control. Just let it go. Let go of control over the breath. Let go of your control over the body. Let go of your control over your thoughts. Just allow them to be. Allow your heart to beat itself and the breath, the lungs to breathe themselves. Naturally, with no effort, no exertion of force or control. Extending this into your thoughts. Just allowing them to be, making no attachment to them. Infusing them with no meaning. You feel whatever you're feeling without labeling it. Maybe you would feel something that we would normally label as sad or anxious or this or that or the other. Maybe even at peace. Take away those labels. Take them away, let them go. There is no label, just feel whatever you're feeling with no label. Do not define it. Do not make it try to fit into any box, just observe it. Does it change? Does it ebb and does it flow? Like a wave, does it become stronger and softer? Does it shift? Does it swirl? Does it transform? Does it transmute? What are you feeling? Just feel it. Not what are you feeling as in define it. Just what are you feeling? Feel it. Bring your awareness to it. Where in your body is it? Just feeling into it. Feeling into being in a body. Feeling into being in a body with a brain that processes chemicals released by glands and translates it into all sorts of things. How miraculous are we? What amazing tool, an amazing biological machinery this body is. What a gift to be able to experience. Deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Interlace your fingers. Press the palms up and then overhead. Nice long stretch all the way through the toes. And as you release the arms to the belly, bend the knees, soles of the feet go to the mat. Rolling onto one side for fetal position. Begin to press up, nice and slow. Sukhasana, seated position, head and neck come last. Find a comfortable space or place. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the base of the thumbs into your sternum, opening wider. Allow the chin to bow towards the chest, gazing inward. Eyes are still closed. Thanking your body for showing up, giving it gratitude for carrying you through this beautiful experience we call life. As we journey with it to our next experience. And set an intention for your day. Maybe just one simple intention. Maybe it's for more joy, to experience more joy. Maybe it's to see through the eyes of love everything around you. Maybe it is to make each decision today not only thinking about the now self, but also the future self. Is this good for me now? And is this good for me later? Thank you for joining me for class today. For you, I am so grateful. Namaste.